Sound good? Because we are just getting started, and trust me, you do not want to miss what comes next. Because 60 seconds ago you were about to make a cruise booking mistake that could cost you thousands of dollars, ruin your entire vacation, and honestly, nobody was going to warn you about it. Not your travel agent, not the cruise line, not even your well-meaning neighbor who went on one cruise in 2009 and suddenly thinks they are an expert. We literally found 7 things that travelers over 65 almost always get wrong. And the number 3 mistake? Absolutely wild. We are talking medical emergencies in the middle of the ocean, cabins that sound amazing but are actually a nightmare, and shore excursions that cruise lines will happily sell you even though they are completely wrong for your situation. It rarely does. And this is where most older travelers make their biggest and most expensive mistake. Standard Medicare does not cover you outside of the United States. That means the moment your ship leaves an American port and enters international waters, you are largely on your own when it comes to medical expenses. A simple fall, a cardiac event, a respiratory issue, or even a severe allergic reaction on board can result in medical bills that reach tens of thousands of dollars. Emergency medical evacuations from a ship at sea can cost anywhere from $50,000 to over $100,000, and that is before any actual treatment costs are factored in. Travel insurance specifically designed for seniors is not optional. It is absolutely essential. When shopping for a policy, you need to look for coverage that includes emergency medical evacuation, pre-existing condition waivers, trip cancellation protection, and medical expense coverage of at least $100,000. Do not assume you can request accessibility accommodations after booking. Contact the cruise line directly before finalizing anything and get every accommodation confirmed in writing. Larger ships, often called mega ships, carry anywhere from 3,000 to over 6,000 passengers. They offer incredible amenities, but they also come with long walking distances, crowded elevators, and a pace that can feel overwhelming. Smaller ships, by contrast, offer more intimate experiences, easier navigation, and often more attentive service. If you have any mobility concerns, a smaller ship is almost always the better choice. When it comes to your cabin, location is everything. Book a cabin that is as close to midship as possible on a lower deck. This placement minimizes the rocking and swaying you will feel during rough seas, which is especially important if you are prone to motion sickness or have inner ear sensitivities. Avoid cabins near the front or the very back of the ship, as these areas experience the most movement. This is a critical distinction. Independent excursions, while often cheaper, carry the risk of leaving you stranded at a foreign port. The cruise line will present dozens of excursion options at every port, and many of them are physically demanding in ways that are not always clearly communicated in the descriptions. Words like moderate activity level can mean very different things depending on the terrain, the heat, and the pace of the group. Before booking any excursion, ask specific questions. How much walking is involved? Are there stairs or uneven surfaces? What is the temperature and humidity level at the destination? Is there shade and access to water? How long will the group be standing? These questions are not excessive. They are necessary. If an excursion does not feel right for your physical condition, do not push yourself to keep up with the group. There is no shame in choosing a gentler option or simply exploring the port town at your own pace. Some of the most memorable travel experiences happen when you slow down and take things on your own terms. Also be aware that if you miss the ship because an excursion ran long, the ship will not wait for you unless the excursion was booked directly through the cruise line. Carry a refillable water bottle everywhere and make a conscious effort to drink water consistently throughout the day, even when you do not feel thirsty. Always bring at least double the amount of medication you expect to need for the duration of the trip. Delays, extended itineraries, and unexpected health events can all extend your time away from home. Keep all medications in their original labeled containers and carry them in your hand luggage, never in checked baggage. Bring a written list of all your medications, dosages, and your doctor's contact information. This document can be life-saving in a medical emergency where you are unable to communicate clearly. If you have dietary restrictions due to diabetes, heart conditions, kidney disease, or food allergies, contact the cruise line's special dietary department before you sail. Most major cruise lines are very accommodating, but they need advance notice to prepare properly. Do not rely on being able to figure it out once you are on board. This community is just getting started, and the best content is absolutely still ahead, because this channel exists for you and nobody else. We have been deep in the world of cruising together, covering everything from medical preparation to cabin selection to shore excursions, and I genuinely hope it has been useful. But I am curious whether you would like us to broaden the conversation. There is an enormous world of travel designed with the over 55 traveler in mind. From river journeys through Europe to road trips across national parks to boutique hotel experiences in places you have always dreamed of visiting. If that kind of content excites you, drop a comment below and let me know.